Hi everybody, it's been a while. I've been on vacation and I'm back in business. And so I can give you a little walk around, but I'm afraid to tell you the weeds have been growing terribly fast when I was gone. When I came, I was traveling and I needed to go and pack and just go. I was struggling to I want to finish this, but I need to weed this, but I need to do this and that. And when I thought about it, if I don't go now, I will never go. So I did go anyway, even though I was not finished. And when I came back, those tiny weeds that I didn't have time to remove, they were big. Okay, close your eyes. I'm gonna show you. No. Okay, no. This is the onion field. And this is terrible, terrible, terrible. But it's extremely satisfying to weed. So these are all the weeds. And actually this went pretty fast. I think this took me 15 minutes or so. It's gonna take some hours, but 2 hours maybe. And that's terrible. So other things. And I can tell you that the soil is extremely poor and of nutrients, and it's very, very dry. So even if it rains the next day, the soil is pretty dry. I'm not used to that. You need to water constantly. But happy news is the strawberries are getting ripe. They are beginning to be red, so I'm gonna sell strawberries next week. And I'm beginning to make CC bags and pack and everything. And the same goes for the potato field. It's the nutrients are very different in the field as well, and I'm not familiar with distribution of nutrients here. So some paths they're growing really well, some paths not. And I'm not. It's not possible for me to. I haven't been able to catch up because. It's been. I've been moving my caravan with the kitchen also. I have a pain in my elbow, a really big pain. It's really hard to do small things even, and also my wrist. Is this the wrist? Hurts. So I'm starting to make more food and sell more food, not only vegetables, because it's too heavy labor to only do that. And here is the pumpkins and zucchini coming. And the carrots are growing fine. This is a good soil for carrots. And actually, when there's a little nitrogen in the soil, which it is here, you can have very little leaves on the potato, but still you get a good crop. And the same goes for the carrots, which I have fertilized. So they have a nice, and I weeded them really nice. So we have a good carrot crop this year. Some weeds along the edges, but these are yellow ones, and I'm selling snack carrots now. I'm thinning the rows, and at the same time I'm making snack carrots. It takes a long time, that's why the price is high. And I have harvested a lot of potato here already. And I'm gonna actually put down cucumber plants in these beds where I already harvested the potato. Zucchinis are coming. I'm gonna give them nutrients. There is a neighbor who have a old horse manure. So I think every time I pass with my car, I'm just gonna take a bucket every day. Not a big thing. Big project, just one bucket every day, one bed a day or something, or maybe even mix it with water. Oh, beautiful. Maybe mix it with water so they can absorb it more easily. And here are the perennials coming. These are Rudbeckias. I think the variety is called Sahara. Like the colors are a little bit desert like. And I have 4 ducks as well. I don't know where the ducks are right now. Where did they go? So this pond now has green water. So I will use this as fertilizing water, and then put more fresh water from the big pond in here. So this is an excellent fertilizer, the duck poop water. The beans are coming nice. The broad beans, finally we will have some. Yeah. And these are haricot verts coming. They will come soon. Yeah, they even start to have that soon. And all these black currants. I will start to harvest black currants next week as well. This is a variety with pretty big berries. Yeah. Yummy. So delicious. You know, when you haven't had currants for a year, it's so nice. That's with everything you haven't had for a while. It tastes so much better when you don't have a constant. When you can have things constantly. Like nowadays in the shop, you can always buy everything. Like all year round, you can buy strawberries now. When I was a kid, when I was small, in the old good days, you only had strawberries at midsummer. I miss that. I think it's actually more healthy probably for the body to not eat the same things all the time. Well, the corn needs a little bit of weeding. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's here somewhere. This is a terrible weed because the roots, I don't like this, but it's extremely satisfying to remove this. But these are horrible. You know, when the roots are big like this, it's easy to destroy small plants. Oops. So yeah, a lot of things to do. So I'm not perfect, obviously, and I hope with this I can encourage you, and you're not alone. If you have weeds in your garden, you're not alone. Keep on. You can do it. Just put in 20 hours of weeding if you have the energy and you're up at par with that. There are some poor little things I have to plant somewhere. But this is the part of the season where you have to prioritize. Should you weed, take care of what you have, or should you plant out new things? Or should you seed something new, blah, 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 blah. You realize, like, okay, maybe I took on too much again, or maybe I have to adjust this for the next year. I think I've tried so many different things. And it depends on if I have volunteers that works with me, or if I have the condition of the soil, how much weeds there are, how used I am to the place, how much infrastructure is there, how many other things do I have to do when the season starts. But I think what I learn something new every year. And this year I guess I've learned I want a smaller place even, because I want to do a lot of other things. I will see if it works this winter. I will keep on making other products like kimchi, kombucha, pesto, microgreens, cook food like pies, all the things that I like. I will kind of just push out and see if I can live out of that. And here are the artichokes. You know, these have white bulbs. Yeah. And red currants are coming nicely. I have great plans, actually. Big news about a move. I have been talking to yay! I make bouquet and sell bouquet as well. I do so many things. I have lust to do many things. And well, I'm gonna move to northern Sweden. And why is that? Well, I will tell you. I will just sit down here and have a chat about this. Well, I was there this summer on a holiday, and it was really beautiful. It was really, really, really beautiful, and it was very calm, affordable to live. And when I came back, like the southern part, I felt like, what's happening with all these roads and all these cars and all these buildings? And I just missed the absolute serenity of like untouched nature. Like, it's not untouched, of course. We have forest machines and we harvest forest in the north of Sweden, but we have the hills and huge rivers, like really big rivers, that we collect a lot of water energy from. And there is salmon, fish, and you can just drink from the lake. It's so clean. And you could drive along the river for hours, like a beautiful road with almost no traffic, a good road. It was even a pleasure to drive car. I think I've never said it's a pleasure to drive car, but it was so beautiful. I felt it was like a pleasure. So the scenery was so nice. And also people. People were very stable, like helpful. And just like I was selling food at the market, and I had some problem with electricity. It stopped, and then the electricians, he was like finishing his day. Actually, it was a Friday. He was like, I'm off work, but okay, I'll help you out. We move. I called my colleague, and we just fixed it for you. We will help you to carry. And he just grabbed 3 teenage guys and just like, hey, you just come here and help out. And he took them, and they carried all the stuff and helped me set up the new thing. And then customers came and sat down and chat, and they were also really nice. Not that people are not nice here, but the difference, I feel, is that people here are more distancing. It's like, if you go to the big city, like a capital city or big cities, people are quite anonymous, and they're not open. They like keep a little bit of a distance. They keep distance. They don't come too close because they don't need to. It's like it feels awkward. Maybe here where I live, it feels like most people get a bit awkward if you come too close. If you actually need something, or if you need somebody, or like, yeah, we can be. I think maybe in those small villages, and even the village is very small, and the next village after that was like hours away. So yeah, everybody obviously know each other, and the winter is harsh. The winter can be minus 40 Celsius when it's very, not all the time. And the summer is short, it can be warm, but it's short. But so I guess, and it's dark in the winter. So you need a company, I guess. You need other people, or you get nuts. And it's also dangerous. Like it's actually dangerous to You can go for 2 hours on a road or 3 hours with no internet connection, and the road is bad, and let's say it's minus 20 outside and your car stops or something. What do? It's kind of dangerous to go alone often. It's not a joke. And maybe I miss that, when people actually need each other for real. And then, yeah. So, and then the house prices. The prices are like a tenth of here. You can buy a proper nice house for 30,000 US dollar, euro, 300,000 svenska kronor. Yeah, it's affordable, and it might be a possible future for me. Like I don't have a housing or property here now, and also this land is not sure. The people that I rented from are not sure that they want to stay here. So, and I don't have an apartment here that is affordable. So, and I found the person that I bought the boat from. I got friend with him and visited him, and he happened to have a really cheap apartment at his property in this village. So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna rent it. I will rent that apartment, and this winter I will sell my products, and I will grow microgreens. And then his family had like an abandoned farm that possibly I could grow at next summer. So it feels like a more sustainable future, and there's a big need for growers and entrepreneurs up there, because there not many things are happening. Many people move to big cities, but they still crave food, and food prices are actually higher than in southern Sweden. So the property prices are lower, but the food prices are higher, and the season is short. But I live in farming zone 2, and up there is farming zone 7, which is a fun challenge to me. If I would go to Mallorca or Spain, the food prices are so ridiculously low. It's silly. You can grow all year, but I don't think even it's worth it. Even though you grow the whole year, you just have to work a lot. And the season is short, but it's light in the night even. So you have to grow things that can handle light all the time, and then it will absorb and grow 24 hours. So yeah, I will have to look for varieties that can handle the cold, and I will try to create warm zones with water and rocks, like a more permaculture inspired farm. And I think also there's no competition with different kind of products, or very little anyway, so I can probably do a small scale many things that I like, many different products that I can sell. We'll see how it goes with that. Selling plants, selling vegetables, fruits, berries. Maybe I want to have honey and eggs and beeswax and food. Who knows? Everything that's fun and possible. So it's a huge leap of faith for me doing this. It feels really, in a way, it feels calm. Of course, it's been scary, but I have a very strong calmness about it, like faith. Of course, nobody else thinks it's, nobody is surprised anymore when it comes to my decisions, but they have given up the hope of me being like a normal person. I can just say, keep the faith, If you believe in something which is yours, and if you have the joy and desire for something, it's a possibility. if you have the desire for something, it's a possibility. But once you wobble in faith, your thoughts can be contaminated by other people's thoughts. And once your thoughts are being contaminated, it ruins the possibility, like what you create for yourself. That's a whole big thing, but I absolutely think that your thoughts is part of creating your reality in co-creation with the universe or God. You can co-create with God if you're willing to listen, and I do that, like, and more and more and more and more. And I have had very, very, very convincing proofs that I should go, but I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just going to be open-minded and keep on listening. I know the first step, and I don't know more than that. I will go there, I will take the first step, and then I will keep on listening. And I have such big faith that it's going to be for the good, or it's going to be an experience. Might be challenging. Doesn't say it's not going to be challenging, but I know it's at least the right path. That's most important. Whatever it brings, I guess. So there is no other way anyway. You will come to the right path sooner or later. Life will always lead you to, either you go willingly or you're gonna be pushed. The more willingly you go, the easier and smoother the path is gonna be. So yeah, I will continue my reading now, and hope you're all well. See you next time. Bye.